Okay, against my better judgment, we're gonna keep going. I think this is gonna be the beginning of what I'm going to declare the Outer Wilds road trip section. The part of the game where we're just gonna be going around and visiting random places because I don't know what to do, and that's fine. Because I think, in a way, that's part of the game. I thought about maybe exploring until I found, you know, like, the plot. But at the same time, there's probably nothing wrong with just going around and going to places until we happen to stumble upon something important. So I want to go to the station surrounding Giant's Deep. I'm pretty sure we're not going to find anything there, but I don't care. I want to go there, so we're going there. So that's destination number 1 on the road trip of Outer Wilds. I don't know if we're going to really be using the computer very much. For better or worse. We overshot Giant's Deep by 10 kilometers. How'd I manage that? It, like, won't let us lock onto the... Wait, what? Oh. Oh, one of the islands just popped out of the... atmosphere. That's kind of neat. We know now, though, that the reason why this orbital launch station looks the way it does is because the design is very similar to that of the gravity cannons located on the Ember Twin and such. My mind has never been good at wrapping around three-dimensional movement. True three-dimensional, zero gravity movement. Whoa. I didn't want to go immediately in. No, I wanted to check out the launch pad. Oh, well, this could be bad. It seems to be powered by some sort of solar paneled reflectors there. Same with there. You know, something comes to mind. If this whole station here was designed to launch the masks, or whatever they are, the time sending memories back into the past masks, towards the eye of the universe, why are there 3 launch stations? We have this one, which is the control module. No, I want to translate, not match velocity. Launch module, so we get control, launch, and probe tracking, which is just gone. So we can't track where the probe is. Is it dangerous to come out here and see if we can find the remnants of something? As long as we keep velocity with the station, it shouldn't be a big deal, right? Okay, so we've got your general gravity cannon looking shaft here. Looks fairly intact. All the gravity crystals and everything that pull the object out of the cannon. What is that? Floating off in the distance. What is that? Wait, what is that? Oh, it's a piece of the wreckage. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think that's of much use to us. Okay, I've mostly lost... Oh, I was gonna say I had lost our entrance into this station, but it looks like it's right here. Okay, so that was where the control module was supposed to be. Now, what was number 1? No, that was where the tracking module is. Well, this is the control module. Oh, what is this? Why is this here? What the... Have we been up here before? Surely we have. But I don't remember this. Whoa. What is this? It seems to be a diagram of... Wait a minute. Is this... Hold up. Is this the gravity cannon? Or the... Where are we? What is this place called? The, launch station, or something like that. Is this a diagram of what we're on? What it was supposed to... Yeah, because look, there's the reflector. Whoop, nope, not what I wanted to do. I know it's hard to point out, but do you see those curved bits? Those were the... I think those are the reflectors that we were looking at, where I was saying that it was solar powered. Is this solid? No, it's a hologram. We can pass through it. Yeah, see, and inside those little connectors. It's really hard to... There we go. These little connectors, I think, are the things we're traveling through. Ah, and here's the launch, the landing pad. Okay, so this is what it was supposed to look like. And its whole point was to launch that thing that contains all the masks? I think. Okay, but what the heck is this over here? What? There seems to be a connector. Wait a minute, we've seen this before. This is the Ash Twin, missing all of its sand. In fact, it appears to be nearly a replica of its current existence, because you see how it's even reflective of the broken tower there, unless the tower was originally designed to be broken like that. Which I have to think it wasn't. Yeah, because the glass is also broken. But what information can we gain from this? Well, on the one hand, this actually does allow us to easily see all of the launch pads on Ash Twin. It really is just those 4. 5 really, because there are 2 here. But it means we've pretty much tracked all of the launch pads on Ash Twin. Except... wait, what is this? I don't recognize that one. We recognize this one because it's a triangle, and the triangle is Brittle Hollow. We recognize this one because it's a tornado. It's hard to see in this version, but there are spokes coming off of the center. We recognize this one because it's spiky. It's the sun. And then there's the twins, and then there's this, which I don't know. It seems that there are 2... oh, great. Running low on fuel. That's okay, our ship is right above us, and we have infinite oxygen in here, so it shouldn't be a big deal. On each hemisphere of the Ash Twin, there are these power generators. Wait, what happened? Oh, no, hey, come back! I think we accidentally moved the gravity ball. I'm not sure. Let's call it a gravity sphere. That sounds a little more dignified. Anyway, there are these 2 power generators on each hemisphere of the planet. If you can even really call it a planet anymore. Once it's missing all of its sands, it was more of an asteroid. Okay, so this at least lets us know that really the only 2 teleporters we're interested in, because we haven't really recently committed to memory where they go, are these 2, which I'm pretty sure we've actually been on them before, and I've just forgotten where they go, and they don't go anywhere important. But then there's this one that looks like a cloud. And it seems to be connected somehow with this... Where is this connection coming from? It's difficult to identify. Can we not match velocity when we're trying to match velocity? No, I don't think we can match velocity anymore. I didn't know that. Let's go back to the ship and see if we can pick up some more fuels. So we can get a better look at that diagram. So that didn't directly give us any clues, but I still feel like that was pretty valuable. It at least gave us a view of Ash Twin completely drained of sand that we could look at much more leisurely than when the sun is exploding about a minute after all the sand drains. I think that was number 1. We'll go back to number 1. Okay, I think we're almost done here. The last thing I want to look at is just... there is this curious... I almost want to call it like the cloudy teleporter. And it seems to have some sort of indicator of energy passing... that is getting annoying. It seems to have some kind of indicator of energy passing from itself to this station. Wait, it's turning. Wait, why is it turning? Why did it turn? Why did it turn at all? It moved. Now, where is this energy passing into? It just seems to be going towards the ship. It doesn't seem to be entering any specific... Almost seems like it's hitting one of the reflectors, but it could just be... Nah, it could just be, like, coincidence. I don't think that's actually what's happening. What happens if we take this out again and put it back down? Will the launch module move again? It moved. Is that the same location that it was just a moment ago? It's pointing... Okay, it's pointing towards this door. Let's take it back down and see if... see if it's still pointing towards the door again. It seems to wait until the energy from... Yeah, I think it's still pointing in the same direction. But it seems to wait until the energy from the Ash Twin hits it, and then it redirects. Hey, I don't remember this being... Did I miss this? 16 minutes, 47 seconds ago. Request to launch probe received from the Ash Twin project. So at the beginning of this day... Because I think we've been recording for 16 minutes. Yeah. So at the beginning of this day... Right when we wake up, we look up, and the Ash Twin project sends a request to launch the probe. Cannon aligned with randomly selected probe trajectory. Gravity field activated. Randomly selected... Cannon aligned with randomly selected probe trajectory. So we're in a cannon, so to say, or we're in the cannon station, and it's aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory? It's random. Oh, we got a ship log entry for that. But up at this entire time, I was laboring under the impression that it wasn't random. It was wherever the eye of the universe was. Do they not know where it is? I mean, they said that it kept changing locations. Now imagine a quantum existence of infinite realities where they don't know where the eye of the universe exists. So perhaps if they utilize an infinite number of quantum realities in which the trajectory of the probe is generated randomly, true randomly, by the way, not rolling the dice random, because obviously assuming that the quantum reality would be an exact copy of all other realities, the die would land the same way, right? But if there was a quantum randomness where it was truly inconsistent between each reality, then theoretically one of the realities would launch the probe in the correct location, wherever the eye of the universe actually existed. Now I could just be wildly grasping at theories that don't even apply here, but oh, fascinating. Apparently you're getting a much larger view of... Oh. Wait, did it break by design? Did they know when the probe was going to be launched that it would shatter? I mean, I guess if you only need to launch it once, it doesn't really matter. Is this water? What is this? It's flowing. It is. It's water, or some sort of metallic liquid. What is this? It's viscous. Wait, is that the right word? Viscous? I'm not sure. Alright, let's see what we have to read. Orbital probe cannon structure compromised during launch. Damage to multiple modules detected. Probe tracking module is receiving data from probe. No, it's not, because the tracking module is totally busted. Begin launch log. Orbital probe cannon. Launch request received. Probe launch successful. Okay. So whatever this liquid is, it must have the ability to recreate scanned objects. And I'm just gonna say, 'cause gravity, because that's the answer to everything when it comes to the Nomai. Much bigger look at the current. Whoop. No. Nope. We want to go upside down, which is right side up, which is upside down. There we go. This appears to just be a much closer view of the cannon station that we're on. Oh yeah, look, one of those rotated pieces, those shiny pieces, definitely broke off. Okay, I think we're supposed to read these top to bottom, and I've been doing it wrong. Orbital probe cannon damage report. Severe structural stress detected. Assessing damage to modules. Control module intact. No structural damage. I think that's the module we're in right now. Launch module. Viewport window fractured. Module exposed to the vacuum of space. Probe tracking module missing. Okay, so the launch module is at least kind of intact, but the probe tracking module is gone. Wait. The passageways. Are we entering into these cylindrical things that I've kept saying are solar powered, when in reality they are... No, these are the things we're in, these round things, like this room. That room right there is the one that we're in. I think. Perhaps. Okay, so theoretically we should still be able to get into the tracking module. It's just floating around. Whoa, I didn't want to go that way. Although it was a perfect jump. Yeah, so the probe tracking module should still be here because it shows in the diagram that it's floating around the ship. Huh. I think I lost sight of the explosion there. Well, that's fascinating. I actually didn't expect to find anything when we went to that station. Like, legitimately did not expect to uncover any new data, but I think probably what happened is this station, I want to say, was one of the first places we went to. And back then, we really didn't understand the whole concept of gravity floors and gravity spheres and turning things on and reading Nomai and all of that. Coming back now, all of that stuff is just second nature to us, and we were able to immediately identify, oh, okay, we need to move the sphere to activate these things. Yeah, there it goes. So it launches the probe. It shatters. The shaft of the cannon is definitely broken. Is it? You say broken, right? Okay. Well, we're definitely going back there. But we're not really... We're we're not really interested in necessarily going inside specifically. We're gonna see if we can find that module floating around the outside, and if we can, perhaps it will tell us or help us track the existence of the probe. For what purpose, I don't know, other than I'm assuming that that probe is what contains the masks that keep storing our memories. But if they are, why does it reset when the sun explodes? No, maybe the masks are somewhere else. I don't know. Oh man, no. That module is definitely missing. I don't see it floating out here in the slightest. Dang it. Is it possible that we would be able to see where it went in the morning? It's so dark. Yeah, there's where it should be. Huh. Okay, we are going to attempt to go to the other module. We obviously can't go to the tracking module. Oh, my goodness. We can't go to the tracking module, and... What am I doing wrong here? We already went to the control module. And then there's that third module, the, I can't even remember what it was called. Chezni will land one of these days. I know one of you watching has played Descent, but if you've ever played Descent, if you're good at Descent, you'd probably be good at this. I am terrible at Descent. Or is it Ascent? It's that really old computer game where you travel in zero gravity. The launch module, this is the one. The one that had been fractured and exposed to... Oh, hey! Hey! I want to go in here. Yeah, so this has been exposed to space, but we ain't afraid of space anymore. At least not as much as we used to be. So let's go get in there. I mean, should just be a matter of going into the glass that was broken. Ow, head. It was like over here, right? I think it was this one. Maybe? Well, we're gonna go find out. As long as we match velocity with this launch station, we should be okay. Oh. Yeah, that looks busted. That looks that looks very busted. Oh man, the computer's all gone. Ah, it's totally offline. Even the gravity floors aren't working. Interesting. So the gravity floors require power then in order to function. I didn't realize that. I thought they were just innately... Oh, it looks like maybe the power on the ceiling? Or the ceiling, which is actually the floor, which is... You know what I mean. Yeah, it looks like we can be here. This is still powered. This is, of course, the other side of where we were. We will need to be a little quick about this because we have no trees and therefore no oxygen in here. There's a panel to look at. Oh, here we go. The probe tracking module projection stone. Now, if this takes us to the room with the masks, then I am... Oh. It doesn't. Wait, this is where the module is. Where is this? Oh my gosh, I just tried to launch my probe in the projection. I just realized that's not going to work. One of the statues is here. The statues that imprint on you. Ah, can we move this? No. We need to get here. Where is this? I want to be here. It's got lightning? What is this place? There's lightning, there's this structure that's... I don't know how to describe it. It almost looks like a tree or a root, or even veins. But I can't really make heads or tails of it. Oh, it's definitely a root. Oh gosh, this isn't dark bramble, is it? No! Take us back. Take us back. Okay, I think we can at least say that wherever this module is, I think that was our warning that we're low on oxygen. Wherever this module is, it seems stationary. And it's next to some rather large, what appear to be tree roots. But these don't look like the roots on Dark Bramble. Is it a piece of something? Perhaps a piece of the module. Ah, I think that's all we're getting. Dang it. Whoop. Oh, physics. Why is this fun? Okay, enough of that. Suppose we could put the tablet in there. Mallow says, imagine, Privet. The probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. Oh. Okay, so they are... I mean, I guess that doesn't disprove my theory that the randomly launched location, they were hoping to just get one of them right. They're talking as if the probe will reach the eye of the universe, and yet earlier we found indications that it was being launched randomly. Well, whatever. I am honored and terrified, says Privet. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind, because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. We're discovering that exact same scenario, aren't we? Or we find ourselves in that exact scenario. Although, again, we have to assume that the tracking module is indeed intact. It is, as the computer suggests, simply missing. I don't think we're going to be getting any more information here, and our oxygen is running precariously low, so let's go back to our ship. Wherever that is. It's here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Okay, so judging by the projection stone, I think it's safe to say that the tracking module is intact. It just simply is the case that it's somewhere. That's kind of our only information. The module is somewhere with a big rooty structure. Wow, the interloper really does go really close to the sun. It's been a while since we've gone to the interloper. I feel like there's nothing else we found to do there. Other than, of course, discovering that the ghost rock originated from the interloper. Wait a minute. The orbit doesn't change, does it? Let me see here. If we hold... If we can get it to line up perfectly. Okay. Will the orbit change over time to get closer to the sun? I don't think so. That would be on a level so grand to program in a detail that small. Okay. Regardless, yeah, I don't know where the module would be. I mean, we could go to Giant's Deep, but I just don't think we're gonna find anything here. That kind of rooty structure that we were looking at, I don't think it exists. Although, if you look at one of these... Wait, oh my gosh, it is on Giant's Deep. It's the same exact structure as the trees. If we look up at the trees, it's the same silhouette. It's on Giant's Deep. But where? Underwater? Are there trees on Giant's Deep underwater? I'm actually really happy to get to have a reason to go back to this planet. I love this planet. Wait, is this it? What is this? How did... I don't recognize this at all. Have we been here? I'm pretty sure we've been here. We have to have been here. A place like this is just far too obvious. Yeah, I'm sure our ship will be fine. 13 minutes, 29 seconds ago, long-range probe successfully launched from the probe cannon. Okay. Wait, we got a ship update for that? Bad news, Avens. Yara says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. That's what they wanted the power for? They wanted to launch the probe cannon 22 minutes in the past? Hold up, guys. Is 22 minutes the length of the cycle of one day? Or one playthrough until the sun blows up? Does that mean that the probe was actually launched at the end of the day? And we simply witness it being launched. It's like the gears of Chesney's brain are just slowly grinding against each other. There are quicker-witted people than I who probably can put this together faster. Avon says, I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on an indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow that they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update, Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. Okay, the control module. So, if we put this in the projector, this should just show us what we've already seen. Yeah. Hang on, there's no lightning here. There was definitely lightning when we were looking at the... tracking module. And here's an image. These aren't random images. Oh, what a terrible time to freeze. Hang on, I'll be back. Okay, we're not quite exactly right where we were before because, of course, we had to launch immediately and come here, which I believe if we put this here, or does it show it here? Yeah. So we went from a 12-minute, the probe being launched 12 minutes ago to 1 minute ago, but otherwise, we're back. Oh. Hello, cat. I don't know if she's in the frame or not, but she has decided that now is a good time to come over and say hello. Hi, Cookie! Alright. I mean, hi, Cookie. I definitely don't talk to my cat in a high-pitched voice. I believe we were looking at this, and I was saying something along the lines of, they're not random diagrams. This is actually the launch station. And these, of course, are the 3 modules that we found ourselves in. And indeed, we are in hot pursuit of... Now, why would you make the walkways look like that? Why would you not just make them go straight? Make them all zigzaggy so that people like me have anxiety when we walk on them. Did we know that we could walk up these last time we were here? I don't actually know. It's a good thing they're here, though, because if they weren't, there'd be no way we would be able to get to the other side. Although there is a fracture in the pathway there. Which way is up? There's a fracture in the pathway there, so we're not going to be able to walk over. But we should be able to walk over if we're on that side. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything over here. Oh, like, you know, a dead Nomai, whose skeleton has somehow remained here, in spite of the fact that this planet frequently tosses the islands up into the air. Those Nomai skeletons, man, let me tell you. I think the ghost rock somehow preserved them for all of eternity. Anyway, I guess if we have this, we might as well go over and see what it is. It's a picture of Giant's Deep on it, so... But seriously, I love this planet! As a kid, did you ever go to, like, the water parks? And I'm not talking about the water parks where you had, you know, a tide pool, 3 slides, and, like, maybe a lazy river. No, I'm talking like a water park. Like, ones where they had giant playgrounds. Well, okay, they were giant when you were a kid. They probably wouldn't be that big if I went back there now. But playgrounds of all sorts of crazy stuff, but they were all underwater. So you'd, like, walk around in about a foot deep of water, and there were, like, palm trees with coconuts, and the coconuts would fill up with water, and then gravity would cause the water to fall down, and, like, all sorts of spray, weird, almost like a, I'm giving you way too many details about this, almost like a a sprinkler park or something like that, but not quite. I should really just look at this Brittle Hollow. Oh, that's not Giant Steep, that's Brittle Hollow, apparently. Wait, what? Where is this? On Brittle Hollow? What? Wait a minute. I think this is inside that dome that we never figured out how to get into. And there are 2 tornadoes, which is odd. Huh. I mean, again, sort of like when we were looking through the projection of the tracking module, there's not a lot more we can glean from this, but this is definitely a place we want to go. 3 minutes of oxygen. Really? Anyway, all I'm trying to say, my friends, is Chezni loves water parks. Not swimming. Swimming is awful. Swimming is the worst. Kanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Ooh, this might actually be a clue as to how we can get to the tracking module. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We'd thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Hang on. Like, 1,000,000 episodes ago, we ran into Feldspar. And didn't Feldspar say he discovered a method of traveling to the core of Giant's Deep? We never figured that out. It said that they were lifting the cannon up into, or a piece of it, into orbit, and it went past the currents? Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we are very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here on Brittle Hollow's southern observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Kanoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. The trailhead starts at Brittle Hollow's equator. Here's all of our clues. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on here. I have wondered if perhaps the only way to get into the center of Giant's Deep was to, like, pick up thousands of kilometers of speed by flying way outside the solar system and then, like, flying into Giant's Deep at full speed. But of course, in reality, that would just, your ship would just explode the moment it hit the water, because at that point the water would be like, it would not be, you would not slip into the water. The water would practically be treated as a hard surface at that point. You would die. But regardless, it seems like our clue to how to actually do it is hidden in that dome on Brittle Hollow. He says, if you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, the trailhead starts at Brittle Hollow's equator. So there's our clue. We need to go to Brittle Hollow's equator, and we find a trailhead that leads us to the South Pole. Well, okay. I think that just leaves walking along this pathway to get to... So, why did we not explore all of this before? Oh, look, there's your clue that you can walk on these. Because the stones are oddly placed, as well as the skeleton. But yeah, like, how... I'm almost certain we've been here. But did we not know that we could walk on the walls? And did we not know that we could read the little circular things? Because we're picking up a lot of new information here. Alright, let's see what this is. Cassava says, "This is it. We've finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. Our next step will be to send Privet up there to the cannon to install the probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work." I had my gratitude. I think you should just saying, yeah, like you have my gratitude. "I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not." Daz says, "Are you going gelatinous on us, love? Soft. I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. If I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital cannon. If I know my brother, Avens, and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon could break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm." That's pretty great. Okay, so yeah, indeed, it did break. This whole planet must have been used as the construction yard. For the... Oh, look! I totally didn't even see that. There's the orbital probe cannon. Perhaps that was once a passageway, but it seems blocked now. Or maybe it never was. Wait, we could have just landed here? How disappointing. And here I thought we were going somewhere important. Oh. I suppose we should jump into one of the tornado things. Hey, no! Okay, there we go. Keep me here, tornado thing. Keep me here. I wonder if our ship is going to be okay. It seems fine. Okay, so I think we got all the info we're going to get here. Or at least on this specific island. I love how we completely missed the landing pad and instead parked in the most precarious of places. Now the gravity floors are doing their job a little too well. But yeah, I think we have a ton of clues now. We need, apparently, to get... Whoa! I feel like we lifted off really quickly. That's weird. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, guys, but I cut the resolution of the textures in half in the hopes that it would allow the game to run without crashing. But I feel like the ship is being so much more responsive than it normally is. I don't know, maybe maybe the game were just really... maybe that was my problem. I was trying to overtax the computer by running it at full textures. If I had just swallowed my pride, we could have been playing without crashes. I'm gonna say that and it's gonna crash. But yeah, okay. I guess we go to Brittle Hollow. We got a lot of neat pieces to continue the puzzle here. Apparently, there is a way into the center of Giant's Deep that we need to go to, or that we need to utilize in order to get to the tracking module. We've gotten a lot of neat information just about the orbital launch cannon in general. We know that it was constructed on Giant's Deep. Oh my goodness, yeah. I feel like I have so much more control over the ship. I'm a fool! And then it does crash. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, well, it was nice while it lasted. Oh, we're gonna hit the lantern. Okay, so we need to go to the equator. The trailhead, so to say, begins at the equator. And it leads to the South Pole. Also, because we keep having to restart. Kind of feels like this is the longest day ever. Since we've avoided having to watch the sun blow up each time. Okay, so this is the equator, thanks to our handy little nav there on the left. We know that we're on the equator. Theoretically, we should just have to walk around here until we find a trailhead. Assuming, of course, that... Ow. It still exists. Huh. Kind of a nice little patchy area of trees. Surely we've been here. I mean, we've been, like, everywhere, right? But have we been here? What is this? Oh, I think this is just the quantum trial thing. Yeah. Whoa, we don't want to go that way. Equator or not. We are really hurting our ankles this time. Gravity is 0.9. I'm a little leery to jump over that chasm, just in case we don't make it. Coming back is going to be a big pain. Now, our information was that the trailhead begins at the equator, but I suppose that does not preclude that it could occur inside the planet near the equator. Like, under the shell of Brittle Hollow. Although I... Nope. Kind of think, that would go against the spirit of things. I feel like Trailhead is surely on the surface, right? What is this? Is this the same... We really gotta stop hitting our shins. Yeah, this is the same place. I don't know why I got excited. For those of you who don't know, I think I already mentioned this, but I guess I'll mention it again. I have no visual memory, so if I see something that I just looked at, and I'm like, oh, what is this? Whoa, this looks new. And you're thinking, this guy's an idiot. Well, for starters, you're probably right. I probably am an idiot. But it's caused by the fact that I don't... Unless I memorize features about something, I won't recognize it if I see it again. Which leads to me getting very lost, oftentimes, in 3D games. Okay, so we have... Wait a minute. I feel like we've been here before. Is this the trailhead? It's quite possible that it is. Whoa, that was scary. Let's kind of do a little bit faster of a trek around the equator here. Ow. Just to see if we missed anything obvious. Of course, there's the infamous gravity cannon. Wait. No, this is a different gravity cannon. Right, because we're not on... Ember Twin. We're not on Ember Twin, so could this be the trailhead? Although you really wouldn't describe a building as a trailhead. No, surely this is something different. So we have two potential locations that could be the trailhead entrance. It is the little village with Ghost Rock, or it's the landing platform. And I'm not really seeing... Unless we missed it, unless it's like a little crevice that... Oh, we get no super boost when we have oxygen only. Anyway, unless the entrance to the trail is some little crevice hidden in a rock somewhere, I don't think we're going to actually be able to words, Chezni, words. Unless it's a crevice, I think it's one of those two locations. Also, because we can't boost, I can't actually get up the cliff, which is proving to be a problem. Oh yeah, we definitely don't want to take those. Our ship is right up there. Only we could get to it. Maybe we can make this? There we go. Ugh. Takes forever when you have to walk like a pleb. Oh no, are we gonna die? No, I refuse to die here. We're gonna make it. Oh no, 192 meters. We're not gonna make it. Oh no! Wait a minute. There's oxygen at the White Hole Station. We're gonna be fine. Oh. But we have to get into the White Hole Station. We're not gonna be fine. We are definitely dead. Oh, jeez. Things appearing. Yeah! Alright. That's probably as good a place as any to cut it anyway. I think we should have died like 10 minutes ago due to the sun exploding if we hadn't had to reset over and over. Found a lot of information. I guess this makes up for the last episode. Found a ton of clues in this one. We definitely have enough leads to go off of in the next episode. We are absolutely going to be trying to find that tracking module. So as always, thanks for watching, my friends. Take care out there in the world of space and whatnot. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then.